Have you ever wondered who holds the reins when it comes to the development of artificial intelligence? It's a question that's not just about technology, but about power, influence, and the future. In the world of AI, three main factors are at play: companies, governments, and consumer rights. Imagine a tug of war, where each of these entities is pulling on the rope, influencing the direction and pace of AI development. Companies, with their innovative minds and deep pockets. Governments, with their regulations and policy-making prowess. And consumer rights, with their ability to shape demand and drive change through their choices. Each plays a crucial role, yet the interplay between them shapes the landscape of AI. It's a fascinating dance, a balancing act of interests all converging on this groundbreaking technology that's transforming our world. So let's dive into this complex web of influence and power in the world of AI. Companies are the innovators, the pioneers of AI technology. They are the ones who breathe life into the algorithms, who turn lines of code into learning, thinking entities. They are the engines of progress, the incubators of innovation. In the world of AI, companies are both competitors and collaborators. They are in a race for AI supremacy, striving to outdo each other in creating the most advanced, the most intelligent, the most human-like artificial minds. The motivation behind this relentless pursuit is manifold. There's the lure of profit, of course, but also the thrill of exploration, the satisfaction of solving a complex puzzle, and the aspiration to shape the future of humanity. Yet the race for AI supremacy is not just about who can build the most powerful AI, it's also about who can do it in the most ethical way. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, companies face a myriad of ethical dilemmas. How do they ensure that their AI respects privacy and confidentiality? How do they prevent their AI from being used for malicious purposes? How do they make sure their AI doesn't perpetuate biases or discrimination? These are questions that companies grapple with every day. The development of AI is also driven by the need to solve real-world problems. Companies are using AI to predict weather patterns, to diagnose diseases, to optimize supply chains, and to enhance customer experiences. Each new application of AI opens up new possibilities, new opportunities, and new challenges. However, companies do not operate in a vacuum. They are regulated and influenced by government policies. The relationship between companies and governments is a delicate balance, a dance of power and influence. Companies push the boundaries of what's possible with AI, while governments set the rules of the game. It's a symbiotic relationship, a partnership that shapes the future of AI. It's a fascinating interplay that we'll delve into in the next segment. Stay tuned. Governments, the overseers, they set the rules of the game. In the grand chessboard of artificial intelligence, governments don't just watch from the sidelines. They play a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of AI development through the trinity of policies, regulations, and funding. Let's talk about policies first. Governments craft policies that can either feed the growth of AI or starve it. Policies that promote research and development, provide tax incentives for AI startups, and encourage the integration of AI in public sectors can give a significant boost to the AI industry. On the other hand, policies that limit data sharing or impose restrictive standards can stifle innovation. Regulations, the second part of the trinity, are another key player. They're like traffic lights, ensuring that the AI development doesn't veer off into a dangerous path. Regulations can protect us from potential misuse of AI, maintain privacy, and ensure ethical standards. But like a traffic light that's always red, overly stringent regulations can halt the progress of AI. Then there's funding. Government funding can be a lifeline for AI research and development. It can help develop the infrastructure necessary for AI, support education and training in AI, and fund research that might not be immediately profitable, but holds long-term potential. To illustrate this, let's look at a case study: Singapore. Recognizing the potential of AI, the Singaporean government has taken proactive steps. They've launched a national program, AI Singapore, with a funding of nearly $110 million over 5 years to catalyze, synergize, and boost Singapore's AI capabilities. This has set the stage for Singapore to become a global leader in AI. In conclusion, governments are not just passive observers in the AI game. They are active players that can shape the direction of AI development. They can either stifle or promote AI, depending on their policies, regulations, and funding. But it's not just about companies and governments. There's a third player who also has a significant role to play, and that's us, the consumers. We, as consumers, have the power to demand ethical and responsible AI. In this ever-changing digital landscape, consumer rights play a pivotal role in shaping the development of artificial intelligence. The principles of consumer rights are not just about protecting individuals from unfair practices, but also about empowering them to make informed decisions and take meaningful action. When it comes to AI, consumer rights translate into the right to transparency, the right to privacy, and the right to control one's own data. Transparency means understanding how an AI system makes decisions. Privacy is about ensuring personal data isn't misused, while control over data is about deciding who can use our data and for what purpose. Consumer pressure can indeed lead to significant changes in company practices and government policies. This is not a theoretical concept, but a reality that has been demonstrated time and again. Let's take a look at a case study to illustrate this point. Consider the case of a popular social media platform that came under fire a few years ago for its opaque use of AI in curating news feeds. Consumers were concerned about the potential for bias and lack of transparency. This led to widespread backlash and calls for change. The company was eventually compelled to revise its algorithms and provide more clarity about how news feeds were curated. This case underscores the power of consumer rights in influencing AI development. Similarly, governments are also influenced by consumer sentiment and pressure. They are increasingly recognizing the need for stringent regulations to ensure ethical AI practices. For instance, several countries have begun implementing laws designed to protect consumer data and privacy, prompted in part by consumer advocacy. So, as we delve deeper into the age of AI, it is crucial to remember that we, as consumers, hold significant sway in this domain. Our rights, our demands, and our voices can steer the direction of AI development, ensuring it evolves in a manner that respects our rights and serves our needs. So, as you can see, the development of AI is a delicate dance between companies, governments, and consumer rights. So, who really holds the reins in AI development? A complex question indeed. But as we've unraveled today, the answer lies in a dynamic interplay of three key factors: companies, governments, and consumer rights. Companies, as the primary innovators, are the ones pushing the boundaries of what's possible, leveraging AI to solve problems and create opportunities. Governments, on the other hand, provide the regulatory framework, ensuring the ethical use of AI and safeguarding the public interest. But let's not forget the pivotal role of consumer rights. As the end users, consumers have the power to shape the direction of AI development by demanding transparency, fairness, and privacy. Together, these three elements form a symbiotic triad, each influencing and being influenced by the other, in a continuous cycle of growth and adaptation. The future of AI is in our hands. It's a shared responsibility, and each one of us has a role to play.